Is this North Carolina? Well, come on, we in here. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna come back. Is this South Carolina? Is this where we at? Nah, but we finna go that way though. My fault. I didn't, you know what I'm saying, show you me getting wet and wavy, but you know, I had to spray my granny down. She needed it. Now let me go and get it together, dry windows and shine her tires for her. Look at my granny. I still gotta hit the windows, but yeah, that granny. Do I tell you now that ain't nothing in Fayetteville, North Carolina? I'm talking about nothing I really wanted to see. They had a Planet Fitness and a car wash, and I used both of them. They had a couple parks, wasn't nothing shaking. Nope. Let the journey continue. I'm talking about in such a way. You potty puppets? All right, come on. It's we somewhere. People ask me all the time, man, when you coming to Virginia? When you coming back to Virginia? I don't know. Okay. That's another day. Forgive me, I ain't do too much of nothing yesterday, right? I didn't do too much of nothing. We went to south of the border. We went to Fayetteville. Ain't nothing in Fayetteville I'm talking about. It might be, right? It might be, but I didn't see too much of nothing. I was in the trenches. It was crazy. I had to, get Georgia a bath and get baby all the way together and cleaned up, yeah. And then I left there and I went to Virginia. And if you don't know, I know people that live in Virginia. Like I know people that live in North Carolina. I just went on that side of North Carolina. Let me say this. I am headed north. I know I ain't put it out there where I'm headed and what I got on my mind, but I'm headed north to go see one of my friends because I've been told my friend that I was going to come give her a hug. And I've had 1,000,001 things going on in my real regular everyday life, and I ain't got around to it. But I done finished this book, so I'm around to it. And it's a very important reason why I am around to it. I got this little thing about not owing nobody nothing to keep. Excuse me. I got this little thing about not owing nobody nothing and keeping my word. I'm talking about all the way to the best of my ability. And I told my friend a long time ago, man, that I was going to give her a hug, and I didn't. Right? I hadn't been nowhere close to nowhere where she stayed at, and I ain't pull it off. Well, when I was sitting in Florida, it crossed my mind, man, that I'm 1,000 miles away from my friend. Let me go and get this out the way, and then I could, you know what I'm saying, get back to the city and clear the businesses I need to clear in the city, and then I could be trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Cause on top of everything else that I got going on, I gotta find somewhere to go for a month. With no vehicle, with no house, with no nothing. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to be put up for a month because Georgia is going into the paint shop. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it either. That's crazy. That is the craziest part. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it, but boy, I'm talking about I have to go put my best foot forward to try to make that make sense. And at this present moment, I can't even tell you where we are. I just know that we are somewhere in Virginia, real close to Washington, cause I'm finna ride past the Capitol, man. And you know what I'm saying? Sexy red for president. You know what I'm talking about? Other than that, man, I ain't really got too much of nothing else going on, man. The babies is babying, and I am just trying to get through the day. Right. On another note, I do need an oil change, so I guess that's gonna be the next place that we go. But it's too early, right? The oil change place don't open till 8 o'clock, and I guess I'm gonna put a couple more miles between me and where I'm going, and I'm gonna figure out how to, you know what I'm saying, wiggle into a Jiffy Lube to get the oil change before I get to paying this toll. There's a toll involved in this trip. Come on, man, let's get from where we are, cause I ain't saying no people, my It's Jiffy Lube time. Hey, oil change.
Do you know if this is considered Maryland or Pennsylvania?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. Come on, pups. Come on, EJ. The battle to save Washington. Really? They say this is a scenic area, but ain't nobody seen to cut the grass. So we can see. I want to see what's on the other side. I have not the slightest idea why I am where I am, but man, it just crossed my mind to be able to say this out loud and somebody be like, what? Have you ever heard of the Gettysburg? Yeah, we potty there. You cannot say we ain't here. I don't know why we here. I have not the slightest idea why we here. But we here. Let's see what's going on. Okay. You could just ride around the war site. Self-guided auto tour, huh? Man, let's see what's going on. Here I come. Now, before I leave Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, I just kind of want to put this out into the atmosphere before I post this video. I'm not saying that there are not any people like me in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I didn't see nobody that looked like me. I ain't bumped into nobody walking around, a head nod, you would just have to be one of us to know what I'm talking about. But I ain't got none of that, man. All I've been getting is dirty looks and smirks at the puppies. Right? Now, I don't know what none of that mean, and I ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, judgmental about it. But what I can say for sure is that I have bumped into a couple, a few, several, a plethora of people in this little part of the world that looked at me like they was mad the South lost. Man, let's get out of here before something happened to us.